Yo, you got a mic. What's going on, guys? Back for another banger video. And in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Supergirl movie. Just watched it, and I'm just going to be giving my honest review, what I liked, what I didn't like, all of that good stuff. But before I get into that, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss one of my banger uploads. With all that out of the way, let's get right into it. Alright, I'm going to start off with things I don't like, so then I can finish on a good note. Things I didn't like. I know it's Neff, but Millie Alcock, I don't think she was the right actress for Supergirl. And it is shallow, but I hate it aches me to even say this, but she's not attractive enough. I know that's Neff. But Supergirl, it's Supergirl. I know this is so misogynistic and whatnot, and I've seen videos covering this about new actors and actresses, and they always have to look top 10 out of 10s, like Timothy Chalamet. And it was talking about males, but this is even more potent for females, where if the lead of your movie is a not conventionally attractive female, it's just not gonna do the same. If you had Laura Vanderpoort, who was Supergirl in Smallville, and who's just a gorgeous woman, and nobody's gonna call her ugly, right? If someone like her was the main actress, I think this movie would just have benefited from it. I hate to say it, but if you're gonna have a female as a leading role, you need her to be attractive. I'm sorry, it's hard to say, but and it's also hard to swallow, but I think it's true. I'm sorry to say it, but it's true. I think it definitely would have benefited if Millie Alcock was more pretty. I'm just gonna be as blatant as possible. Also, this movie the color grading was insanely bland. Are we just trying to make this look as gray and shitty as possible? I don't know. Give it some brighter colors. You're in outer space. You're on other planets. Give it some bright colors. Also, I don't really like the Kryptonian scenes where they're on Krypton in the flashbacks. It was okay. It's a new take on Krypton, but I much prefer the Superman animated series version of Krypton, or I even like the Krypton from Man of Steel better, if I'm being honest. I feel this one's just I don't know, it's just so safe. They're playing it so safe with Krypton. Now, going back to my point from before, disregarding Millie Alcock's beauty, I feel her character didn't hold the weight of a lead role. Genuinely, I think Ruthie, Lobo, and Krem, who I'm going to make a whole video about by himself, are all more interesting characters. And, this literally just felt like Ruthie's movie. You're going to make an origin story for Supergirl, and you have it be completely about this other character who's going through their personal stuff. And yes, Supergirl did end up, getting over her stuff by helping Ruthie, but, you could have just made her, kind of do it on her own, I feel like. That kind of, took away from her spotlight when it's literally her origin movie. Maybe do that in, the second movie or something, but, in her origin, I want it to be solely about her. But there was just other characters that stole the spotlight. And you may be well, then do you want them to make a bad villain? Krem, in my opinion, was a very good villain and the best villain in the DCU. I'm saying that, and I've only seen Superman and Supergirl. I haven't even seen Breacher Commandos, and I haven't seen any season of Peacemaker, so it's kind of a small spectrum, but I think Krem was a better villain than the Engineer, Ultraman, and Lex Luthor so far. I know Lex Luthor is going to be a GOAT villain later on, but right now I think Krem is better than all three of them. And to me, this might just be because I always just see James Gunn in the back of my head when I'm watching this movie. This just feels like a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, if I'm being honest. It really does. It's just outer space. The aliens look very similar. The tech pirates looked exactly like the Ravagers. Come on. I can't be the only one that saw this. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's all my nitpicks out of the way. So let's get into the good stuff, because there's actually quite a lot. I actually liked the story. I liked that, it was just Ruthie trying to get revenge, and Krem was just a piece of crap, basically sex trafficker. Like, that's just how you just make everyone hate one villain. Like, you just hate him. There's no redeeming qualities about him. And I'm also glad Supergirl actually killed him at the end. I was genuinely like, they better not just let her, like, bring him to prison. Like, and I was so happy when she was like, Ruth, go away. And, like, maybe Ruthie never even learns that Supergirl killed Krem. But, like, I was so happy when she actually did that. That was good character moment by Supergirl. Lobo, again, standout. Krem, very good villain. I will say the fight scenes in this movie were absolute peak. The fight scenes were definitely, I would say, the best part of this movie. Like, yeah, I would say so. You had the teleporting fight on the bus. Oh my god, that bus driver was so funny. That's that's another good character. But the teleporting fight scene, then when she got booted out and then she got her powers, started beating everyone up, that was good. On that planet with her and Lobo just tearing everyone up, that was good. And then the final fight scene was peak with her in her suit. I kind of wish she had her suit for longer. I know that's like her whole character development was like accepting it and whatnot. But like, I just hate when superheroes don't wear a suit. Like, you're clearly a superhero, wear a suit. I know that's a nitpick, and I said I would be talking about the good stuff, but I just thought of that. And I know there's an excuse for it, so I can't really like get that mad at it. But I've been online, and a lot of people are calling this movie mid, and I honestly think it is. Like, it is mid. Like, there is a bunch of good stuff I like, but there's also like a bunch of bad stuff that weighs it out. If I were to be honest, if I were to give like a ranking of like the bad stuff, how to like make the movie better, I'm gonna be brutally honest. I think number one most important is making the lead actress more pretty. Sorry. Then you got to put Supergirl more in the spotlight, and I think like there would be a halo effect type thing if the main actress was more pretty. The spotlight would just be more on her because she just attracts more eyes. Like, I know that's neff to say, but like I genuinely think it's true. If she was more pretty, then like the other characters wouldn't have taken away from her. I hate to say it. Like, I do hate to say it, but like I'm trying to be brutally honest here. That's my opinion. And then third, make the movie brighter. It's a superhero movie. You're having fun. You're in outer space. Obviously, the villain is absolute schmuck and kind of like dullens it, but maybe like when he's not there, have it bright, and then when he comes in, just like dull the tone, so it's more serious. Oh, that's another nitpick. The color grading doesn't change like depending on the vibe of the scene. Like, if it's a scene where Krem's like stroking Ruthie's face, like it should be a grim filmed like gritty scene. And then if it's like Kara partying, it should be like, oh, bright, light, clear. But it just kind of keeps like the same like meh grading throughout the whole thing, which is basically what I said before, but just more in detail. But that's basically it. I thought this movie was mid. I would say 5 out of 10 if I were to be brutally honest. Yeah, 5 out of 10. Go check out my Letterboxd. I'll link it in the description. And I will see you guys in the next one.